Okay, so we're back again. Hopefully the technical difficulties are gone. And so we're going to go ahead and continue. So it says, write an equation for and graph a parabola with focus, -3, -4. It opens down, and it contains the point 5, -10. So you have a couple of these on your homework. Okay, couple. And so first of all, we know that the focus is at -3, -4. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start by just graphing a point, okay? So at -3, -4, there we go. I know that the graph opens down. So since it opens down from this blue point, where's the vertex going to be?
Above it.
It's going to be above it somewhere. Now, I don't know exactly where it is. I know it's going to be above it, okay? And so my task is going to be to find what is this target point up here? What is that going to be? And so when I think about that, I think about the fact that, first of all, the vertex is going to have what coordinate?
-4.
It's going to have what coordinate?
-3.
-3 is going to have to be the x. Now, we don't know exactly what the y is.
Oh, that's the
Okay?
focus.
And so when I think about it, I know that this distance here is p, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
So would you agree that I know I'm going to take -4, and I'm going to add whatever p is to that, and then that will be the y coordinate? Because when you think about it, here I'm sitting at -4 at the focus, right? And so if I add p, I'll actually move up here to where the vertex is. Okay? So now I'm going to go ahead, since it opens down, I know that the graph is going to take the form x minus h quantity squared equals 4p, and actually it's a -4p, times x times, try again. Okay. I know it's going to take the form 4p times y minus k. So real quick, let's think about things. I know that this point here is an x and a y, right? I know here that in my vertex, what is -3? What is -3? How about h? What is -4 plus p? Okay, so I'm going to plug those values in. So I know that x is 5, right? Minus, what is h? -3. And that's going to equal -4p. I still don't know what p is. Okay, what is y? -10. Minus, what is k? -4 plus p. Now, if you look at that equation, I only have one unknown. And that one unknown is p. So I just have to go through and solve this. So if I take 5 minus -3, that's the same as, yeah, which is 64. Right, it's 8 squared. I've still got my -4p on the outside. I'm going to clean up the inside before I worry about that 4p on the outside. And so, first of all, I need to distribute that negative to each. So when I do that, what does that leave me with inside the parentheses? Negative what? 6 plus -p. So now in my next step, I'm going to go ahead and distribute that -4p to each. So I end up with 64 equals 24p plus 4p squared. Now you're probably wondering where the negatives went. Well, you multiply negative by negative, you get a positive. So this is a quadratic. So a quadratic, in order for us to solve, we need to get everything over to one side of the equation. Okay, so I moved everything over to the right side of the equation. What do you notice about all the terms? They're all divisible by 4. So I really get 0 equals p squared plus 6p minus 16. Do we remember how we factor? Yep, good. So, as somebody already said, it's p plus 8, p minus 2. For those of you wondering, two factors of 16 that differ by 6. So my two possibilities for p are what? -8 or 2. So we're going to focus on the 2 right now. Okay, the reason why P has to be 2 is because it can't be a negative in this case. And so if I plug in 2 right here, what are the coordinates of my vertex? Negative 3, negative 2. So now I have to plug that into my equation over there. So my equation over there is going to be x plus 3 quantity squared equals, what's negative 4p going to be? Negative 8 times y plus 2, because it's always the opposite.